Hi there, Aquarius and Aquarius Rising. This is Kimberly Knox, KK, your astrologer, and happy birthday to you all. It is a time of Aquarius. We have the new moon coming up next Friday. So we're going to be talking here about the forecast for the year 2017, the big highlight areas for you and also for what's coming up in February of 2017. So Aquarius, this is all about you. It's a fixed air sign. This is about I know. Okay, this is can be a very fixed mindset, especially if you also have Mercury in Aquarius, but it's very inventive. It is very cutting edge and rebellion, and you want to be unique in your own way. So this is what's coming out. This is very humanitarian. It's a humanitarian time. Friendships, this is what Aquarian is known for, in this nice detached kind of group energy, whereas your opposite sign, Leo, has to do with your more personal love given and your personal desires, what comes from the heart. So these are the times that we're in. 2017 is a very dynamic year. 2017 converts numerology-wise to a 1. That's personal, that's about Aries, that is about Leo. These are all, and it blends very nicely, of course, by no mistake, with what's going on with the nodes, where the nodes are. Aquarius and Leo, the nodes will be, and the eclipses follow the nodes of the moon. These are sensitive points in the ecliptic. This is all the mathematical and astronomy parts that we bring into astrology here. Whatever was going on in February and August of 1998 is repeating itself. This is where the eclipses are repeating the exact same degree. So big things that were going on then, whether you were changing careers, partnerships. Think back, if you're old enough, to what major issues were going on then. I'm a Leo, so I know the major things that were going on for me in 1998, especially around my career, personally developing myself. So what we have to look forward to, and this is all the prep work for each one of the signs that I do here. First, we're going to talk about where Saturn is in your chart. We have to keep following what Saturn is asking us to do. Saturn in Sagittarius, and Saturn is one of your rulers, as well as Uranus. Both of your rulers are in fire signs, and that is incredible. And those fire signs are in trine. Aquarius, this is time for you to go forward and know that you are being supported with courage to be who you are. That whole unique thing that you want to accomplish, that outside the box person that you are so good at being, and allowing others to be themselves as well. So this is a big time for you this year and a half coming up when we have these eclipses here. So Saturn in Sagittarius, in trine to Uranus, in your third house. Uranus in your third house, it's been there for several years now, approximately 6, I believe, because almost 6, because it stays in 7 years. It's been there maybe then 5 years. It'll be there through March of 2019. And Uranus in your third house gives you instant inspiration. It lights up, especially when either Mercury contacts it or there's other strong contacts, but it brightens up your inventive thinking, because that's the third house. How you speak, how you think, what's going on around you. Perhaps a lot of changes going on right around you. Moving in your neighborhood, events in your neighborhood, changes going on with your siblings. Because Uranus is sudden, it's surprises, it's eventual. It's a lot of events happen around this time. So Saturn, though, in your 11th house, and it has been there for a while. It's going to stay there through December of this year, and then it's going to go into Capricorn, your 12th house. Saturn in the 11th says, I am restructuring my friendships. I'm looking at the friends and people around me. Do they match who I am and where I want to go? Am I expanding my friends in a new area? Am I developing depth with my friends? What about groups? Am I getting involved or starting new groups? Am I networking to further enhance my business goals? And because you've got Uranus in the 3rd and you've got Saturn in the 11th, they're connected by trine. So it would be very helpful for you through friendships or groups to either enhance your communication. Social media, it's all over social media. So if you're pushing out in that way, you have a chance to really grow by leaps and bounds for sure in that area. And perhaps you have been. So Saturn and Uranus, both of your rulers, you see here this nice trine. This is a grand fire trine. There is no more creative, dynamic, enthusiastic trine than a fire trine. So this full moon lunar eclipse that's coming up February the 10th is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships. So this is going to be having you looking at your major partnership. This can be a business partnership or relationships in this area. Do you stay? Do you go? Is it in full bloom? Whatever problems that maybe are there, they will come to know. Whatever blessings there, they're going to come to full bloom. This is a time when we see what's going on. That's what eclipses bring up. This was already triggered at the end of December, and it's going to be triggered again April 8th through the 10th because Mars is going to trigger that point. So it'll bring up whatever seeds are being planted. Eclipses, lunar in the sense, come up 90 days before they start triggering. You start feeling them. Mars is a trigger, corrected. And 6 months after. So by August, there's going to be a new moon in this area. So whatever's happening here, whatever things that you're working on in partnerships, perhaps there's a new partnership coming if one leaves. Perhaps you're delving into your relationship and making it better. Nothing is hidden, okay? You're going to be able to see everything. Eclipses bring things to light that we need to see to make changes. Especially new moons, new moon eclipses. So going on here for the year, the nodes. So the nodes, like I said, are where the eclipses are. So the eclipses are going to be in your sign, Aquarius, and they're going to be in Leo. Well, we're gonna get a full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius in August, as well as a new moon eclipse later in the month in August. So we've got August is going to be a real pivotal month for changes around the eclipse time. It's not such a good time to make decisions because a lot of things are happening. We may need to make some quick moves. And that lunar eclipse is on August the 7th for you at 15 degrees of Aquarius. So whatever you're looking at now and this new moon that you're planting right now, it's going to be full bloom at that time. You'll see the results in August. And this is personal stuff for you because the new moon coming up on January the 27th is personal to you. This is how are you bringing forth the best part of you? How are you, how do you show up? How are your thoughts? How are you dressing yourself? What is your daily routine? How are you feeding yourself? Everything. It's all your personal vitality. Are you getting enough sleep? What are you doing? What are your personal goals? So the personal goals for you don't necessarily have to start in January. Plus we had Mercury going retrograde, and it was retrograding in your 12th house behind the scenes. So you were delving into, what you needed to about bringing things forward that are important to you. You're going to be able to go forward now because the new moon is now coming into your sign. So you're coming out. This is a coming out time. This is your springtime. Just like when the sun goes into Aries, that's astrology springtime. But so perfect time for you to get loaded up with things that you want to do personally. January the 27th. This is the year of the fire rooster. It's another fire year. Energy, enthusiasm, courage, things moving quickly. And the rooster or the cock or the chicken, it's called. You think of it, a rooster prancing around the hen house. It's very vain. They like to be noticed. They're very brash. They're very courageous, hardworking, and honesty, bluntness. So this year, we can expect some sudden things coming, but very good if you're taking advantage of them. And You know, everything is just really lining up to push us forward to whatever that authentic part of us that we've been trying to bring out. Since these outer planets started clashing back in the spring of 2012, and big time, we've gone through a lot of the cleanup, getting rid of stuff from the past so that we can more easily move forward, and everything is a process. So Venus, the last thing for the annual, Venus is retrograding this year in the sign of Aries. The last time it retrograded in the sign of Leo, which was important in the summer of 2015, you in particular were, excuse me, Saratoga, it's really good. We were all developing what we really want from the heart source, what we want from the inside of us, our heart center, whatever creative gifts we want to bring out. If for you it was in your 7th house of relationships, taking a deeper look at that and bringing out and fortifying that area. So we're all bringing that forward in, and now we're at the point right now we're still experiencing Venus in wholeness, and this is when we are celebrating all that we have brought forward since August of 2015. Now, Venus will go into its shadow on the 30th of January. It's going to go retrograde March the 4th. It goes retrograde in your 3rd house. 3rd house has to do with your neighborhood, short distance travel, people coming back from the past that knew you in childhood, siblings, relationships right around your local area. When Venus goes retrograde, it's about looking inside. It is not about no plastic surgery, no new clothing are going to take care of this. This is going inside, recapturing this thing that you're bringing forward, whatever it is that represents who you are, this real authentic part of you. It's giving us time to take a look at that, and that's important. March 4th through April the 15th. The midway point is March 25th. Write that down. Sun and Venus are coming together. They come together, and it's a point of, we get an awakening, we get answers, we see things that we need to see. So it's a very important time. And then we're going to go forward as Venus moves forward April the 8th, 15th, but it doesn't get out of Aries until June the 5th. And so it's going to be in that area for a very long time. So you may be experiencing some slowdown in that area, that 3rd house that I was representing. It's not one of your rulers. It rulers Taurus, Taurus rising, Libra, and Libra rising, so they feel it a little deeper. But for all of us, we have to go within and connect personally. So let's get on with your happy birthday, January into February 2017, and get your journals out so you can note your hot days. January 27th, the new moon in your sign. Get your affirmations ready for things that you personally want to achieve, Aquarius. And then on that day, we've got Venus square Saturn. What does that mean? Venus first quarter to Saturn. Venus first quarter to Saturn is taking a step out to when they came together. It's about the reality check. It's about building a foundation. It's about a seriousness. It's about no fluff. It's about the reality of your money, the reality of your love. It can be a little sobering if you've got blinders on, but it's about creating something for the long term. So you take a step out, and we're moving forward at this time. And January the 28th, Mars moves into your 3rd house. So this is when things really pick up around your local area. Travel, your car. Be careful with Mars in the 3rd house of fights and arguments breaking out with just anyone that you meet out there, with issues with your car and accidents. And I'm going to note some other days. So just be careful driving. Use your defensive driving skills, because Mars is accidents as well as action. This is where you're taking action. Pluto. So Mercury, listen, Mercury's been retrograde. It was retrograde in your 12th, back into your 11th. You know, we're sorting out things, information we needed. Mercury gets and meets with Pluto on the 29th, but it gets back to the point that this power point where Mars and Pluto came together. I think it was Mars and Pluto. Mars and Pluto came together in October, on October the 19th. This is a very powerful time of planning. So you're between the, well, we're gonna feel it. The 29th, Mercury is joining Pluto. This is a more serious plan. So you're developing some plan of importance about where you're moving forward. And that was why, because Mercury never got up to Pluto in the past. It retrograded, and now it finally is meeting with Pluto. So we are committed to the future. We're committed to what we're bringing forward, and this is putting that plan to work here. We've got some other great Mercury days coming up, so this is just setting the scene. February the 3rd is first quarter. This is when we take a step out. Particularly important for you, Aquarius, because this is your new moon. So you're taking a step out in those goals that for you, whatever you're bringing forward, some new stuff for you, new exciting things. Take a step out. Have courage to do that at first quarter. Venus also moves into Aries, into your third house. Venus wants what it wants in Aries. This is about me, me, me. It joins Mars. Mars is going to be going in there in, oh, sorry, it already went in there. So it's joining Mars in that area. So it's really taking a lively stance in everything that's going on around you. Your mind is lively, your social life is lively, actions with your siblings are lively, and this is taking on a lot of action there. So, but it's bringing the sweetness, because Venus is the sweetness to that area. And this is the area where Venus is going to retrograde, so it's gathering this information, bringing you some goodies. And if you're single, you may meet somebody right around your neighborhood and your local area. It sweetens up your ability to attract wherever Venus is. Attract the goodies. That's what Venus does. February the 6th, Jupiter is stationing, and it's stationing in your 9th house. You've got Jupiter up here in your 9th. What does the 9th house represent? You're protected, and you may need to go back to school. You may need to travel. If things at a distance are bringing you protection, you're expanding in this area. It's going to be moving into your 10th house of career. You're going to be seen by the public for who you are and protected in your career by the end of this year. October the 10th, it moves in that area. So you have that to look forward to, which is great. Let's see, moving forward here, we've got the full moon eclipse in your partnership zone on the 10th. We talked about that in Leo. So it's about partnerships. It can also be about lawsuits or something with the public going on. There's an emotional part because it is an eclipse. It's bringing things to a head. It's about release, and it's about celebration of what you have going on. So if you are in a relationship, celebrate that commitment that you have. But we always find out things at eclipses. February the 18th, the sun moves into Pisces. The sun moves into your 2nd house of money, cash flow, earned money, new opportunities here to build. And as we go forward in February 26th, we have a new moon solar eclipse in that area. So Aquarius, you've had new opportunities for money making throughout the last year and a half, and that's bringing that forward there. And let's see, keep moving forward. Mercury. Now these are great days for planning, new ideas, stabilizing your ideas, moving forward. We've got Mercury sextile Mars on the 16th. That's quick action thinking. Sextile Uranus, bright new ideas on the 20th. Trining Jupiter, expanding, feeling enthusiastic. And this is because Mercury's in your 1st house as of February the 7th. This has to do with you personally, your goals, where you're going. And then sextile to Saturn on the 23rd. And Saturn is up there in your 11th house with friends and groups, and that's helping you as well get to where you want to go. So those are great days. February the 22nd for everybody, Mars squares Pluto. You've got Pluto in your 12th house, so it's a little more benign than if it's on an angle like Capricorn. But Pluto behind the scenes is helping you dig into your subconscious, dig into the things you're working on behind the scenes. This is power behind the throne. And Mars squaring that is, Mars is taking a step out to get us transformed. That's what Pluto wants us to do, upgrade, transform. So your communication and your speaking, because Mars is in your 3rd house, is helping you do that. just don't make it about screaming, yelling, and fighting. Those are unproductive uses of Mars energy. Then we've got the new moon, the last new moon solar eclipse in Pisces in your second house. New opportunities here for money making, for how you make money. Again, but Mars that same day is conjunct Uranus. Mars conjunct Uranus in the third house. Maybe you have a bright new idea. This is sudden thoughts, sudden thinking, but please be careful around Mars conjuncting Uranus. This could be accidents in driving, okay? Just be very careful and be aware. Tuesdays are Mars days, so stay up to date with me on the weekly forecast, and just be, just use your caution. Don't be aggressive in driving, because that will up your chances of accidents. So just take note that I'm letting you know this, because when that happened to me, someone almost rear-ended me, and it was very. I was able to avert it, but they were very angry, and I remember this. And Mars conjoining Uranus was the day around the time of the Patriots' Day. So it's like a sudden event. This could be globally, but in your own private life in the third house. I hope it's about bringing new ideas to the forefront, because that's really a great use of this energy. So, happy birthday, Aquarius. Love it. Here's a couple crystals for you to fortify. Now, because you are Saturn ruled, I love obsidian. This is a beautiful bracelet here that I'm wearing from Love 13. Heather Wells makes these. It is grounding, it's protection. It is it's a centering stone, rules the root chakra as well as Mars. So it's a good time to get rooted, to get grounded, because big things are coming for you with the eclipses this year. Obsidian is just lava that's cooled so quickly that the minerals don't have a chance to form. It's a really interesting piece, has a lot of folklore. Brown jasper is another, garnet of course as well, healing heart and blood. In health, Aquarius rules the legs, the ankles. It also rules the circulatory system and the vein. That's the opposite of Leo, which rules the heart. They're all related. So Aquarius, watch your circulatory system, your heart, all of that. Keep that fortified with movement. Stay moving. If you have to sit for long periods of time, get up. Your essential oils, opening up emotionally can be difficult for Aquarians because you are more about the group and not so personal, like Leo. Open up your heart. Rose, ylang-ylang, and frankincense will help you with that. Lavender as well. Being a visionary is a big thing for Aquarians. You are the intellectual. Again, Angelica, Elemi, Palmarosa, frankincense, those are all essential oils that can help you with that. I hope you have a beautiful month. Thank you so much for subscribing, sharing. This is on Google+. Share it with anyone that you believe that will love the information. That is my passion, to share with you all for a private coaching session, success coaching session, where you get to expand your self-knowledge and transformation. We work on that together for your own personal natal chart. These are just general readings. Reach out to me with an email, kk@kkastrology.com, and I'm happy to get you scheduled. Have a beautiful, happy birthday month.